Hello everyone, you will have a piece of paper at your desk and you need a pencil. So go ahead, you know what we have to do. We have to write our names on that piece of paper. My name is Mrs. Snyder. I want you guys to write your names big enough and neat enough that I can see exactly whose paper it is. We are going to turn over the paper, and this side should give you something to make circles with, okay? I work in a few different classrooms, and so this might be different from classroom to classroom. Some of you will have cups like this. Some of you might have different lunky cups, or you might have bigger or smaller things to trace, and that's okay. But we are going to start by holding our pencil in our drawing hand. Some of you might want to do your right hand, some of you might want to do your left hand, and then you're going to hold the cup in your other hand and you're going to hold it down. And try not to let it move when we do this. But we are going to trace around, and now that I am touching my fingers, I can't really draw anymore. So I'm just going to put my hand on top, and I can go around like this, or I could go around like this, and it might be kind of hard, and your cup might slide, but just try your very best to line it back up and put it where it needs to go, okay? Your circles are not going to be perfect. I don't need them to be perfect. I don't want them to be perfect. I just want you to try your best, okay? What else you can do is you can flip the cup over and have the smaller side, so I can trace like this. And if I need to move my hand, or if I need to turn my paper, I can do that too. So now, oops, I have my circle. It is totally okay if your circles are touching or if they're going past each other. In fact, that is what I want. So make sure when you're doing your circles, you have them crossing over into each other. This is called overlapping. And these overlapping spaces are going to be a really fun part of this project. So try not to have a bunch of lines together in one spot, but have all of your shapes cross over into each other and fill your whole paper. Okay, as you can see, I filled in my paper a lot, okay? I even have some circles that go off the sides of the paper, which is totally okay. And I have a bunch of circles that are overlapping. Yours should look kind of like mine, okay? I don't want just a few circles, I want a bunch of circles. In fact, I think I can do one more. So even though my cup is kind of going off the paper, I'm going to still trace, and if I need to turn my paper and line up my cup, I can do that too. But it should look like this. Now what you're going to do is you are going to have a black crayon, and you're going to very carefully trace all of your lines. So I'm going to speed up the video, but when you guys are doing it, I want you to take your time. Be pressing down kind of hard, but not hard enough to, you know, snap your crayon or anything. But you are going to trace all of your circles. Okay, you guys, I'm not completely done, but I did want to show you a few things really quick. So I don't want you to feel like you have to have your crayon touching the paper the whole time, because sometimes that can lead to mistakes. If you feel like you need to pick up your crayon and start again, you can do that too. Or if you feel like you need to turn your paper, I want you to do that, okay? So you can always pick up your crayon and you can always turn your paper. Okay, I'm going to keep going, so I want you to watch. Okay, you guys, so I'm totally done with my black crayon. You might see a few pencil marks, but we're not gonna really worry about erasing them because we are gonna color. So go ahead and grab your crayons, okay? And I'm gonna start, let's start with the blue. I'm going to choose one of these overlapping shapes and color it in completely. When I say color it in completely, I don't want you to just go like this and say that you're done. Okay, I want you to take your time, really fill in all of that white space. Don't go too fast. Okay, now that I filled this in with blue, I do not want anything touching it to be blue. So can I make this space blue? No. Can I make this space blue? Yeah. I'm gonna do this space next. Let's do this green. Okay, and again, I'm not coloring like this. That's not very neat. I'm going to slow down, take my time, fill in all the white space. If I need to pick up my crayon, I do that. If I need to turn my paper, I do that, okay? But I'm going to fill in that entire space. And when I'm done filling this in with green, I don't want anything touching this to be green. So, let me show you. Can this be green? Or this? Or this? No, none of those can be green. But I can still use this same green on like the other side of the paper. So I can go over here. But I don't want anything touching to be the same color. So I can move to an orange. I can go right here. I'm coloring very neatly, coloring the whole shape. If you guys use a yellow, or maybe even sometimes with the orange, and you touch the black, it might make the crayon kind of dirty. And if you did this with markers, it would ruin the yellow marker. It won't ruin the crayon, but you guys might not like how it looks, so I'll just go ahead and show you. If I go like this, you see how it makes my yellow kind of gross and muddy? So I'm going to say you don't have to use yellow in this project. If you want to, you can. I'm not saying you can't use it. I'm just saying that it will be kind of hard for you to use yellow without making it pretty muddy. I could still try to do another one over here where I'm like just not even touching the black lines. And there's like a teensy bit of white space. You could try to do this if you like. You don't have to. And it's okay if you mess up, because I just messed up a little bit there. So if you want to color with yellows, it'll be pretty tough. You won't get in trouble if you have anything like this. I'm just saying that might happen. And it might happen with the oranges too. It might happen with other colors. It's just a warning. So this is yellow. I can't have anything next to it be yellow. So I'm gonna do a pink. And it's okay if this gets a little muddy from the black too. That's what's happening right here. But if I try really hard and I don't quite touch the black, I should be okay. So I want you to fill in this entire paper. And I don't think you'll get done in just one day, and that's okay. I don't want you to rush. I want you to make it look super nice. And what is best about this project is that we're gonna spend 2 days on it. So we're gonna spend today and the next day on it. If you're not done after the next day, this is going to go into your unfinished folder so you can pull it out and work on it anytime that you need to, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and finish this so you know what it looks like when it's totally done. Okay everyone, this is what my finished piece of artwork looks like. Everything is colored in completely. We don't really see a lot of white spaces. Okay, I made sure that none of my colors are touching the same color again. So I don't have orange right next to orange. They are spaced out. I don't have red right next to red, that kind of thing. So once this is completely finished, you may put it into your finished folder. And if you don't have anything in your unfinished folder to work on, you may have free time. So great job. Make sure that you put all of your crayons away. If you tore off the paper for any of the crayons, make sure to throw those scraps of paper away. And good job. I can't wait to see what they look like.